Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that looks at the Northeast in all its dimension and brings you the changing mood and tenor of the region in all its colors. I'm your host Lumpim Vishum, and the highlights of today's program are: villagers trash and hand over surrendered militants to police in Manipur. Northeast revels in festive spirit. "18 hours burnt cripples life in Manipur." And Mizoram school wins under 14 Subroto Cup in New Delhi. People in the Northeast are fed up by the constant harassment of various militant outfits. Recently in Manipur, villagers trashed two MOU signatory cadres and handed them over to the police on charges of extortion and misbehavior. A report.
Members of various insurgent outfits harass civilians through extortion, attacks and other means. Recently, in Manipur's Laikong village, people punished two cadres who were misbehaving with a girl. Identified as Hijam Dinesh of Kangle Park Communist Party Lalumba and Gambhir of Kangle Yavul Kanna Loop MDF, the two were beaten up by angry villagers. Villagers later handed over the accused to the local police.
Numitda inamaga ibungjiga khoim dukan hotel da cha thagutena kamina rakpane dukan da inamaga ibangti mangna babakare dug ibungina tungda la hobane hajge halbun pajana mangda rakpudra khodi samaga chapane kaimbox tawrodran khalle dug mana ai khudangi sum parakpane aina kaina nang taija kanda hajge ibungina tungda la amina ujure aduga mana nupingang sorok chap nupingang karan tabigeno har kanda hajge halbun pajana chawbuga loina na khulai satorokpane dugan mayam.
The police seized a 9mm pistol and 3 live rounds from their possession. The cadres also revealed that they had been extorting money and seizing mobile phones from several people. They had also placed a monetary demand of 5 lakh rupees on one driver. Both outfits are signatories of the Memorandum of Understanding with the state and central government. The people of the village want an end to such activities.
Maramdi sign Tonaga Leriba, Susan Eriba, Party Mana, Mani Samsam the Hinjaba, Samsamna, Nigeriba Kungamada, or Piba Nebiba, Pongpunjaba Prajinga, Awava Saking Tovazidi, the Shanaka and the Pamjade.
People in the region are tired of insurgent-led violence. They want the outfits to shun violence so that they can lead normal lives without fear.
Like the rest of India, the Northeast also soaked itself in the festive spirit as people came together to celebrate Durga Puja. The decline of insurgency and return of peace has paved the way for people to celebrate festivals without fear. Have a look.
Amidst tight security, the 5-day-long festival of Durga Puja was celebrated with grandeur in the northeastern states. The streets of Tripura bore a festive look with colourful lights, intricately designed marks and people beating drums. Dressed in bright attire, thousands of men, women and children participated in the festivities and offered their prayers to the goddess. People from all communities were seen hopping from one colourful pandal to another. This year the pandals were built around several contemporary issues like the Uttarakhand floods.
উত্তরাখণ্ডের একটা মন্দির বানিয়েছি আমরা, যে একটা বন্যা হয়েছিল সে বন্যাটাকে আমরা ধরে তুলছি। আমাদের এই ক্লাবে বাজেট হলো 12 লক্ষ টাকা। পাশাপাশি কোনো জাতি ভেদাভেদ নেই, সব জাতির লোক আমাদের ক্লাবে আসে, মন প্রাণ দিয়ে ওরা পূজা দেখে যায়। আমরা যতটুকু পারি ওদেরকে আপ্যায়ন করার চেষ্টা করি।
Apart from traditional celebrations, people in Agartala also enjoyed the Garba and Dandiya nights organized by several committees like the ONGC Community Puja organizers as a part of the Navratri festivities. The traditional Gujarati dances attracted a large crowd of youngsters who joyfully swayed to the dandiya beats.
गरबा का यही अनुभव है कि यहाँ से जो बंगाली हैं, गुजराती हैं, सारे स्टेट के लोग हैं, वो सब एक साथ मिल करके यहाँ पर गरबा खेलते हैं, तो बहुत अच्छा अपने को अनुभव होता है कि सब एक साथ ही हैं, कोई अलग नहीं है। इस तरह का हमें यहाँ पे ये संकेत मिलता है कि हम सब एक हैं।
In Assam also, the festival was celebrated with much fervour as people came out in hordes to enjoy the festivities. In Guwahati, there were over 300 puja pandals, some of them centred on political and social themes. A pandal in Santipur depicted the devastating Uttarakhand floods, while another in Maligaon sought to promote communal unity.
जो क्रिश्चियन का, मुस्लिम का, सिख का, हिंदू का सबका सिंबल लगा हुआ है। हम लोग वही सबको बोलना चाहता है कि भाईचारा रखो, भाईचारा बनाओ। हिंदुस्तान में भाईचारा चाहिए, बस यही है हम लोगों का थीम।
The decline of insurgency has given hope for peaceful existence to people of the region. Cutting across boundaries, people from all walks of life come together during such festivals, giving out a strong message of unity and brotherhood.
There is no dearth of talent in the Northeast. Today we meet an innovator from Nagaland, Lanu Jamir, who recently designed and launched his own sound system.
Based in Aimti village in Dimapur district, Lanu Jamir is a promising entrepreneur who recently designed and launched his own sound system under the brand name of Zip Sound. The sound system was launched through his Zip Engineering and Innovation Center, which specializes in designing and building speakers and amplifiers. The components of the sound system have been built entirely by Jamir at his workshop.
See, I have spent more than 6-7 years on the speakers, working with this only. So I really encourage our young people. Now, if they are interested to do like me, now I'm always ready. I'm open-hearted. I'm always ready to help them, because for them to know this, it will hardly take a week or a month. Whereas I have taken on these researches, I have taken more than 5-6 years. But definitely, I'll be the happiest person if any of the Nagas or any of our young guys, if they have a faulty, if they come and approach me, I definitely I'll teach him whatever I learn.
Zamir's tryst with electronics began as a young boy when he tried fixing his father's radio. After numerous successful inventions at home, he went on to study electronics in Bangalore and later started working there. He had launched an online UPS repairing service which had to be discontinued because of financial crunches. Keeping in mind the difficulties he had faced, Zamir is now keen to teach and encourage youngsters willing to follow in his footsteps.
Being a musician myself, I've been using many different sound systems, but this particular Zip sound system is a very unique quality. It has a very good quality sound. Technically, I can say that the Zip sound system can produce almost all the different sound frequency that human ear can possibly hear. I think it will be a great benefit for our country if Zip sound system is introduced to international market.
Till that, I'm supporting him. For the future also, I'll be doing same. And then I'm very much happy that he's having so much talent.
While his systems look small in size, they require less electricity than most of the major brands while giving out twice as much output with zero noise. Music being an integral part of life in Nagaland, the manufacturing of this indigenous sound system is expected to get a good response. There is a large pool of talented youth in the northeast. With little encouragement and support, they can do wonders and bring laurels for the country.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
An IED blast rocked the Autonomous District Council's office near Sangapam Bazaar in Imphal. The bomb exploded on the first floor near the office of ADC chairman of Ukhrul. While the explosion damaged the rooms and walls, there were no casualties. This is the third time that the ADC has been targeted. An Ulfa militant was killed in an encounter with police recently at Melan Jatiapa Jakuriapara in Kamrup district of Assam. Acting on a tip-off about Ulfa hideout in the village, police had cordoned off the area, following which a group of militants opened fire. The ultra, identified as Munin Hazarika, was killed when the police counterattacked. Police also recovered several arms and explosives, including TNT, from him. Thousands of Muslims from all over Tripura gathered at the Gedu Mia Mosque in Agartala to offer morning prayers on the eve of Eid ul-Zuha. In Manipur also, Muslims gathered in large numbers at various mosques to take part in the mass prayers. Following the prayers, people exchanged greetings and emphasized on spreading the message of love and unity. Manipur recently hosted the 8th National Muay Thai Championship at the boxing studio in Kuman, Lampak. The event was organized by the Manipur Amateur Muay Thai Federation under the All India Amateur Muay Thai Federation. Around 925 players, including 11 girls from 7 states, participated in the championship under 8 categories. The Department of Language Planning and Implementation, Government of Manipur, recently organized a 6-day workshop in Manipuri Terminology Building for the subjects of maths, history, political science, and philosophy. The workshop was organized at the conference hall of SCERT in Lamphilpat under the aegis of the National Translation Mission.
Frequent bunds called by insurgent outfits not only affect normal life but also result in economic loss to the region. Recently, CORCOM and the National Liberation Front of Tripura called for an 18-hour-long bund in Manipur and Tripura, which crippled normal life in the region. We have a report.
On 15th October, the coordinating committee of 6 Manipur-based militant groups, CARCOM, and the Tripura-based NLFT jointly called for an 18-hour-long shutdown. The protest was against the merger of Manipur and Tripura into Indian Union on this day in 1949. However, people in Manipur condemned the protest as undemocratic and added that they have already suffered from the frequent acts of violence carried out by militant outfits. It affects the social and economic fabric of the state and individuals. The worst affected by such strikes are daily wagers, whose livelihood depends on daily trade and commercial activities in the region.
Leibaki yahonina tawdasu yadamnina koiso tatadya da upai leiter hayeng idam su oibanina ina sum ngaptang hangadra ana thokjarapani awaba thongtingrabadi mayam ya awaba di loi leirena adobo aina masai aina hayen madi kaisu yamna kanna hainu magi wafam natana isam chamna mayam da kai baise ai da kai ba sap mane ai sa so yuga ai mung do kai ba sap mane.
Business establishments and shops were forced to down their shutters, which affected their trade activities. Passengers travelling in Manipur and Tripura also faced problems, as the inter-district bus service was suspended. This is not the first time that insurgent outfits have called a band. Such frequent imposition of shutdowns and strikes creates major problems for the general public.
Northeast has a lot of cinematic talent. Today, the number of films produced in the Northeast has increased considerably, and youth are also keenly taking up filmmaking as a full-time career. Recently, a workshop was held to impart the knowledge of digital cinematography to the youngsters. We take a look.
A 6-day workshop on fundamentals of digital filmmaking cinematography was organized in Manipur. Around 50 trainees participated at the workshop. It was organized by Educational Multimedia Research Center EMRC with an aim to impart knowledge to youngsters in the field of film industry. They were taught the basic of cinematography, including different shots and lighting. The workshop was conducted by the film and documentary maker Bharat Nerkar, who is a faculty of FTII.
I am very, optimistic. In fact, I know about the Manipur, film industry, and a lot of people, they are involved in digital filmmaking. And though they have not much professional knowledge in this field, they are, because of their enthusiasm and their, you can say, energy, they are really making, good efforts to make films. But only problem is that they should get exposed to the world cinema.
Such workshop is a good opportunity for the youngsters as there is no good institute in Manipur. Manipur has produced a number of films and documentaries and also received many national and international awards. Even though the state has produced some award-winning documentaries, filmmaking is still in its nascent stage.
The reason behind organizing this course is to impart the knowledge of digital cinematography to the young participants of Manipur. As we all know that in Manipur as such there is no institute as such. So people from FTI, SRFTI and the renowned film institutes, we used to call them as resource person, and we conducting this kind of workshop here.
My objective is to become a good digital cinematographer, and I think this is just a platform for me to innovate and reshape all my ideas and everything, and it really helped me.
Several Manipuri films have won national awards in past, and the actors and directors have been widely appreciated.
Government Champhianga Middle School of Kolasib, Mizoram won the Under-14 boys title of the 54th Subroto Cup with a thrilling 2-1 victory over Betkuchi High School, Kamrup. We bring you thrilling highlights of the match.
On 14th October, the final match of the Under-14 Subroto Cup was held at the Dr. Ambedkar Stadium in New Delhi. Mizoram and Assam fought a tough match before the former overpowered the latter by 2 goals to 1 to win the title. Mizoram performed excellently for a third time, thanks to a wonderful debut performance by the government Champhianga Middle School.
I'm very happy because my team playing very well. But we have time to practice also. Then our guys also very play well. But we try hard. Then I'm very thankful because this our team, our school is the first time champion. This why I'm very happy.
Ama sabera zon patian mal mi soma kan lo mem ni kan tong tra sa zon sarte hi min ti pune se ma sarte bo yan thokri ma kan thokri tla chu wa te jing kan ni.
Teams from all northeastern states participated in the prestigious Subroto Cup tournament and performed well. Although the Assam Under-14 team failed to bag the trophy, they said they are confident and ready to work hard for the next year.
Yes, though we lose the match, we played well. We tried our best to win the match, but they were good enough to beat us. We are not combined. We are all playing individual, but we tried our best. So we lose the match. We'll try next time and come back stronger.
Such tournaments not only promote a spirit of sportsmanship among budding players, but also promotes unity and integration. The players stayed together for a month, including teams from Afghanistan and Bangladesh.
That's the most important aspect of this tournament, that for the small children, especially under 14 and under 17, when they come here, when they interact with many other teams, so without they knowing, they are learning quite a lot in terms of cultural and the unity in diversity.
The winning team received a cash prize of rupees 2 lakhs, while the runners-up took home rupees 1 lakh. The title of the best player was won by Lolumpuya from Mizoram, and he received rupees 25,000 in cash and a laptop.
With that, we've come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. I'm your host Limpim, signing off. Do send in your feedback and suggestions to roving@anin.com. Goodbye and see you next week.